Howdy. Good morning. Welcome, welcome. Stupid hat is not working. Oh, I don't have the chat thing. Sorry, give me a second for the chat thing. Okay. So that should work. Chat should be up. My apologies. Top of the morning to ya. Hope y'all are doing well, having a great day. Let's see. Today is a bit weird because we're live about 45 minutes early. I completely forgot yesterday that up until literally today, my lesson normally is for Fridays. This week is scheduled for today at 11:30. So it was either cancel stream, which honestly I was leaning towards, just because I'm so tired today, y'all. Like this week, next week, and the week after, like these next few weeks, end of the semester, there's a lot going on. So, kind of going running ragged. What's up, Professor? Good to see you, dude. Hope you're doing well on this hump day. Dude, can I tell you? So I've been, there's this not new, but new to me. It's called Tonal Energy. It's this like metronome tuner analysis app that I've been working with. Turns out I have no idea how to play in tune at all. If you want to look at a dang heat map, this was me this morning for my warm-ups. I can't play in tune apparently. I'm 26% in tune. And that's just not going to cut it. So, yeah. That's a little frustrating, a little humbling, but that's kind of what we're here for, is it not? To be humbled. Probably not. Anyways, let's keep warming up. I did the tuba flexibilities just now. Gonna do harps, maybe some schmores. Just keep on warming up. Yo, what's up, Section? Appreciate that, my friend. Thank you so much. It seems like I'm getting better on one hand, but on the other hand, as I start to analyze more things, for example, I can't play in tune. It's supposed to be green circles when I'm in tune, and all the yellow and red is indicating I am not anywhere close to in tune on most notes. So it's kind of couple steps forward, couple steps back. But I'm glad you're here. Hope you're doing well. 22 cents flat. B flat. $0.34 flat, B, for the record. I don't know why I'm doing this to myself. The high C was about 30 cents flat, so I think that's yeah, like anything this top row here. I don't know how well y'all can see that, but C5 up to F5, F sharp and B are not, those do not exist. But these, everything up high is like flat as hell, which means I'm doing something wrong, because immediately below that, everything is down here. Everything is sharp as hell, and then everything is all over the place as hell. No green circles to speak of. Frustration. Yo, what's up, M-Door? Good to see you, dude. How are ya? Busy as ever, I'm sure. I'm sure. Let's see. What do we want to do? Let's do some schmores and then maybe some lippin trillers. Struggling to get the orchestra out there? I hear you, dude. I hear you. It sounds like I went back in the Discord. I appreciate you helping Porky out. That was very excellent of you. You gave a lot of good advice in there. That was some good shit, dude. Yeah. I don't know. I'm sleepy. I'm struggling today this morning. I tell you what. Yeah. Yeah. Oh goodness. Low energy. Low energy Wednesdays should be the theme. I don't know what I'm talking about. Low energy club, yeah, dude. We start an energy. We'll meet whenever. We'll do some things, probably, maybe not. That's a club I can join. The one time a rare drama incident happened in March. People just don't care. We're trying to get this music finished and reaching out to folks is a pain. I have limited avenues to get us out there, which is worse. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's tough. You know, I know for me, I would love to dedicate the time, but it's hard for me to find the time. So I can only imagine it's similar stuff across the board. And that's unfortunate. Yeah. Yeah. Commiserations. I wish I had some thought or brainstorm or anything to potentially, you know, offer some help, but alas, just how to get the Discord Symphony out there. It's similar stuff across the board. Yeah, yeah, and I think it's difficult when it's like a like a volunteer sort of a thing, right? Like there's just the inherent nature of the beast. Like yeah, I've got ensembles for classes. I've got stuff like auditions I'm getting ready for that are taking like literally all of my time and musical energy. So it's like finding the wherewithal to participate in a voluntary. I would love to if I had the time, and I want to have the time over the summer. That's my thing. But yeah. Yo, good day to you, D Mike. Good day to you, my friend. I don't have a good Australian, New Zealander accent. How's it going? Hope you're having a good Wednesday. I'm learning today that I don't know how to play in tune, so that's a lot of fun. Okay, let's see. Because yeah, now I was at 26% in tune before practicing just now. Now I'm down to 22% in tune. Another day, another noise. Love to hear it. Playing in tune is great. Dude, honestly, in tune on anything is crazy. Like, I don't see how people do it. Because what I'm finding, and this is a crazy cool app. It's called Tonal Energy. Somehow I hit an E flat 7. But it shows, like, I turn it on for my practices, and it records my intonation across all pitches that I play and delivers this like heat map, right? So there's supposed to be green circles for being in tune. So you can see just how bad I am, and all over the place too. It's crazy, but this is incredible data. That's what I'm going to show my teacher just as soon as the lesson starts. Is like, how the fuck am I supposed to do this? Using that one, dude, it's so powerful. I can't believe I'd never heard of this thing before. It's crazy. That is, if the app is accurate. Fair. I'm pretty sure that is not something I'm too concerned about. Where is my other tuner? But that is a good point. Let me see. Because if I don't have my other tuner, I can't calibrate it. Oh, where is this thing? What the hell? I always have this. Well, that is very frustrating and stupid. Are you serious? Well, now I can't check it. So that's okay. Yo, Flowcore, what's good with you, my friend? How you doing? I think a very, very, very important thing to keep in mind is when using it is the fact that we don't use equal temperament all the time. We don't use equal temperament all the time. True, that's very true. Especially like, for horns, I know we have thirds of the chord, right? So you lip them down just a little bit. Yeah, so wishes to tune the thirds down, seven's quite a bit. Yeah, right. So that's valid, certainly. Yes, that is very true, and something I hadn't really thought of. But the other thing overarching is like I'm not sure. I don't know if my slides are in the correct positions either, because I'm realizing that I have done my entire life is like so I'll be tuning to a C, right? 12 to 15 cents sharp just by not doing anything. But what I'll do is now I just slip it down, right? So I don't know, I don't think that's right, is to just adjust with your mouth to get it to where it needs to be. Like that's the thing that I'm not getting. Like I don't think I know how to set my mouth to where it needs to be and then tune the horn around it. I think I use my mouth to tune the horn versus tuning the horn and then just my mouth doing the stuff, if that makes sense. Mouth and air, So that's kind of, I think it's a little iffy. And then also, I mean, down low and in the mid low, the intonation is all over the place. It's not even close to being centered, right? Which comes into also, I need to do the analysis to make sure the harmonics are ringing out. So it's making sure that my embouchure and air are kind of set doing what they need to do. The horn is tuned to where it needs to be such that the harmonics, the slot as it is ringing out. It's so crazy. I don't want to say never. I have certainly been this humbled this quickly, but this is a very, very humbling experience, which is good. I certainly need it because, any professional musician, you got to have two things. You got to be in tune, you got to be on time. I can be on time. So far, I cannot be in tune, apparently. So that's definitely going to be a point to work on. Yikes. So that one was 57% out of tune, 34% mildly in tune, and it doesn't even show the percentage for the in tune because it's such a small sliver. Ah! For me, singing has been a pretty big help in trying to recognize the function of the voices and singing intonation with that in mind. That's very interesting. I can definitely see it, and I know I need to, and honestly, probably headphones and like whenever I'm practicing, otherwise I'll have AirPods in and something else. I think I need to just like engage my ears a little bit more when I'm doing this stuff. And then training my ear to hear, okay, these intervals need to be da 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 da, and make sure that they actually happen. Yeah, that's good. That's a good point. Some of the trumpet high notes going on there. I mean, it's you got to play in all registers every day. You got to go down low. You got to go up high. And plus, I mean, that's not even that high. It's just an F5. It's just a C, And the singing is a very direct method of engaging the ears. That's a very good point. That's a very good point. Hell yeah. That's something to chew on, something to think about. I like that, DMAC. Thank you. Okay, let's do some lip trills. Put the click into my ears, please. There we go. All right, I'm gonna get rid of the tuner for right now, just because it's going to have a aneurysm when we do trills. Let's see if they work. That's not too bad. That was kind of almost there. Lip trilling is not easy. No, it is not. Oh my god, I've been doing lip trills like daily since the first of the year, and like they're kind of sort of starting to happen now 4.5 months later. Like, ugh. Oy. In high school, I was talking with my band instructor about taking the piano class. After I already started the student, he said that it would be more beneficial for me to take choir. For real? That's so interesting. So yeah, like blending your voice and making sure that you're engaging your ears and listening across the ensemble versus having something that is perfectly in tune as a reference. That's really interesting. I would imagine the exposure to the piano and having repetition on perfectly in tune stuff would be also, oh well, it probably is better than nothing, but choir being more, that's really cool. I didn't take either class though. I see. I gotcha. Well, you should have, or something. I don't know. And at least y'all offered, you know, piano and choir and other classes. When I was in high school, we had band class. We had a choir club that met after school. We had no piano instruction at all. Yeah. We didn't have a whole lot of much. I know many trombonists who really like playing scales along with a constant organ drone rather than piano. I suspect a good synth would work excellently for it as well. Just a long, sustained, clear sound you can build on. Yeah. And when I'm practicing, doing my first practice of the day, I do legato scales, and I like to have cello drums on in the background as well to help me, you know, train my ears. And I haven't done that in a while, actually, because I haven't been here for my first hour of practice. I'm usually over at my girlfriend's house, and I don't have this set up and all. But that's a good point. I definitely need to get back into doing that. Good looking out, D-Mac. That's you are like such a fountain of wisdom today, and always, but today specifically, you're speaking to me. I appreciate that. Close. Yo, Henry, what's up, dude? Good to see you, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Alright, whatever. That's enough lip drill. That's enough of that mess. Get out of here. Alright. Freudis book. You've done well. Alright, chat. This side. Give me a key. Someone give me a key. And we'll noodle around in the Chantal book. What's something y'all would like to hear? Little, only thing I would say, we did E major yesterday. So something other than E major, if we could. And you can get crazy with it. It's got from C major to C sharp major, everything in between, and then C major to C flat major, and everything in between. No, not C flat, C sharp major. What's the... Yeah, I guess it is, because it's got B sharp in the key signature. No. Right? What the hell? D flat kind of day? Love it. Love D flat. What is this key? Hang on, come on. These... Oh, I guess it is C sharp major. Huh. Okay. Wait, that's the same kind of thing. C sharp major is D flat. Oh my god, what are you doing to me? Nah, it's good. Let's do D flat. All right, exercises in D flat major. Here we go. B, E, A, D, and G. Excellent key. All right. Little scale exercise. Dude, love that. Good to see you, Guillermo. I screw that up every time. Good to see you. Do Hornets do the Clark exercise? I've heard of the Clark exercise or exercises. Clark and Sharp and Stamp, and there's a bunch of different like brass and trumpet and like exercises things that I have heard of, but I don't do them. The ones I do are the Caruso, Carmine Caruso exercises, and you know, various other things. I'm not familiar with Clark's, but I'm always looking to add another, you know, exercise to the toolbox, because I mean that honestly, and I think I talked about this a little bit the other day, like if I have so many like exercises and like what am I just exercises, right? Not musical things, but like flexibility studies and, you know, things like that that I do just all the time, because they're mindless in the sense that like I can just do them and do them. You know, I don't have to think about doing, you know, playing Strauss 1, right? It's not it's just you go through it. Those I like. It's quite good. It's in essence a combined airflow and finger exercise. Okay, I could definitely do those. Could stand to do more, especially finger dexterity. I, you know, do scales and stuff, but I don't really like work on. All right, excellent. So you're gonna write it out, and I'm gonna finish because we have to descend now for the scale exercise. So. Excuse me. That is a fun scale to play. G, A, B, G, A, B, C, okay. G, A, B, G, A, B, C, A. So you're doing, okay, so the way written here, it's in G major, right? So like, oh, I do think I know this one. Is it this? Looks a lot like this one to me. Sort of going up, and it looks like you're going like further up a scale, and this one just kind of hangs out in a different way, but sort of maybe same flavor. And then yeah, in all keys. So this one's saying do it in F, in G flat, in G, etc. That's definitely yeah, love that. Yeah, close. So you know, different flavor, but oh, because it does go back down to. Yeah. So that is basically like the this tuba flex or trumpet flexi here. Something like. Yeah, so I definitely need to look at these trumpet flexis. And the thing that I hate about this is just me going off on my own personal rant. This in all different keys, this doesn't help me. What helps me is having everything for all keys expressly written out. These are all still D flat major, which I'm going to do the thirds here before. But like, I understand, you know, we don't want to just waste paper with wanton disregard for the environment or anything. But like, would it kill you to write out a few other keys? Something? Listening to one of the original recordings of Whole Planets. Dude, are you serious? Like original? That's crazy. Who's performing? That's wild. I didn't know that recordings existed of like the OG planets. My hair is so messy, y'all. It's greasy as fuck. I also want the exercises actually written out. It's crazy, dude. Cause like, and it's what gets me is the inconsistency, right? Because the trumpet flexibility is not written out. But what is written out in all keys that you do are the tubas. You're dedicating a page and a half to tuba flexibilities, and then they were like, oh, I guess we're just taking up too much space. Let's only write out one key for the trumpet and woodwinds. Like, just like an etc., etc. Like, come on. Don't make me actually do work. Lame. Holston to London. The LSO. Yo! That's freaking cool, dude. That's hype. Okay, this is going to be tricky because switching back from the B flat to the F side down there is like... Shoot, I lost my place. Tubas have a reputation for being meticulous. Is that what it is? Is that what it is? Because it's a horn book. I mean, I'm just saying. Must head off. D&D with the gang in an hour. Dude! Love that. Best of luck with your campaign. Hope it goes well. We'll see you later, buddy. Thanks for stopping by. No, I'm not doing this right. That's why. That's why. It's because I'm not doing this correctly. Whoo-wee! That's a crazy key. Y'all were on one, telling me to do D flat. Yeah. Tricky and hard on the fingers for someone not used to playing in D flat major. What if we did sevenths? What if we did sevenths and we're just like legends? Because the sevenths one looks honestly like really fun. Tricky, tricky. And that's just the ascending line. The descending line is just sevenths and freaking jumps. Holy schmoly. Concert B is a G flat. F sharp is... Yes, that is right. Holy schmoly. Double octaves? Dare we double octave? Dare we even regular octave? Dare we do dominant sevenths? Dominant sevenths in D flat major? What even is the dominant seventh? From D is it what? G flat? G flat, B flat, E flat, F natural? No. No. D, it's A flat. A flat, C, E flat, G flat. Because G flat is the dominant seventh. Yeah. Which is 4 of the tonic. That's how you start to piece it together. Nope, because those are in bass clef. God dang it. Shoot. Nope, that's not right. I can't read bass clefs that low. Got leftover pizza for breakfast. Yo! That's freaking huge. You love to see it. Dude, could I tell you, we went to a Mexican place / supermarket yesterday for dinner, Taco Tuesday. They had 99-cent tacos. Like, seriously, 99-cent tacos for good tacos. Like, those things were stuffed to the gills. They actually gave us an extra taco that we didn't order in addition, And so we have like 3 tacos left over from yesterday that I had forgotten about until just now. I'm very excited for lunch now. What kind of pizza though, Professor? This is going to tell me a lot about you as not just a pizza consumer, but indeed as a human. Just saying. Okay, so it goes from dominant 7th to just tonic. Fridge pizza is so good, dude. Do you heat it or do you eat it cold? Because I love a good cold pizza. My girlfriend heats it up every time, and I love her for it. I respect her difference of opinion. But there is a severe lack of respect for cold pizza, I find. Frozen Supreme with added slices of Gouda. Ooh, buddy! That's a good one. That's a good one. I never heat up a pizza? Okay, well, hold on. Never ever? Never ever? Like, not even for dinner? Like, you got to be careful about, only a Sith deals in absolutes, right? You never heat up a leftover pizza. I could get down with. But hot pizza is also just delicious. Just for the record. And I'm also just messing with you. Ooh, you know what we could do? An exercise in B flat minor as well while we're here. Weird. Once a pizza comes out of the oven, it's the hottest will ever be. It should never be reheated once it has been cooked. My kids still insist on reheating pizza. I thought I had instilled better values in them. Isn't that always the truth? You thought you'd raised them better. And then shit like that comes out. Nah, that's funny. Like, I'm kind of with you. I'm kind of with you, and it all also depends on the style of pizza too. I find that for me, if it's a thicker crust like a pan pizza or something, it's just cold bread mostly, and like that for me benefits more from reheating a little bit, especially if the crust is nice and like it's got oil and it's crisp a little bit, and you just re-crisp it up. That's I could get down with that. If it's just like a regular hand tossed, like stretched out and whatever sort of pizza, that one I can go either way with. But like a thin crust, like cracker crust sort of thing, that's cold all day, every day. And I will say, thank you, sir. May I have another? Yo, tapioca was good, dude. I'm glad you decided to stop by for what you could. And honestly, we're probably not going to be doing too much more because I have a lesson in 20 minutes. So we're probably, as soon as I get the invitation to join, we'll be out of here too. But hope you have a great Wednesday, my friend. Wonderful to see you as always. Let's see. Holy cow. This is so funny. Because I think this means no one in the history has ever done D flat. This exercise is in D flat all the way through, because typo. How could this happen? Denise, you are one of my favorite hornists. But like, put an open bracket just right there. Can't do that. Can't do that. They also refuse to refer to sports drinks by their colors. They want to use their actual flavors. So you're out there getting fruit punch Gatorade and lemon lime Gatorade, and like, how? I get it for blue. Because there's like a million different blue flavors, right? There's like blue ice and Arctic chill and ocean salt breeze and melon cucumber, which might actually be green now that I think about it. But like, there's so many blues. That makes sense. But like red, you don't need better than, like, red is red, you know? It's red. Something, I don't know. All right, let's see. What do we want to noodle with for 20 minutes? Ooh. You know what we could do? Just, well, first I might want to make sure that if I have to play anything for the lesson that I actually know what I'm playing. I was about to say we'll play some Haydn concerto, but no, we can't have fun yet. We need to do the Strauss. Zero sugar blue, light blue, frost blue. Yeah, dude, there's so many more blues than that, right? Like, I feel like even if I'm just getting, not even venturing into the like the zero sugar, low calorie, you know, whatever, low sodium, whatever options, I feel like there's still like 3 or 4 just like blues among the regular offerings. Maybe I'm just misremembering. Have I ever tried Don't Wordle? I thought it would be easy, but it's way harder than regular Wordle. I'm so ass at even the regular Wordle. I don't enjoy it. My girlfriend, I don't know if she still does it every day, but at the very least, she used to do the Wordle on the daily. And she's out there. She's got strategies. She's got the like previous uses list, right? So she doesn't duplicate anything that's already been used. She like has her first word, you know, all set out, and actually, you know, had to change it because it was the correct word, you know, a year or so ago. She's so good at it, and I am not. Like, at all. I should have the tuner up for this. Yeah. That just does not come out in tune. It's flat as hell. Why? Even then, that was that was like 15 to 20 cents flat. It felt better. It sounded like it was closer, but still. Don't love that. Frogl D&D Wordle? Morsel code Wordle? What? Squirtle! That's good. There is a Pokedoku. It's like a Sudoku puzzle, but Pokemon. So it'll give you categories along the y-axis and along the x-axis, and you got to find a Pokemon that matches where they intersect. It's actually like it's pretty tough, especially if you're like out of practice. You know, you have a few that you lean on for like specific type combinations. Poison normal, right? That's a fucking weird one. Fighting ghost, there's a couple. Fire grass, there's like one or two. You know, so there's a couple that you gotta be on the lookout for. But that's a good one. I like the Squirtle. The Squirtle is a good one. I only know Gen 1 and 2? Okay. So then, yeah, there wouldn't even be any options for those combinations. Sometimes they give you real fucky ones that's like, they'll give you a typing and like can learn Thunderbolt. So it'll be like Ghost can learn Thunderbolt. Like, I don't fucking know, dude. I haven't played, like, I played Sword and Shield. And I guess I've played literally every other game before it. Now that I think of it. So I you know, whatever. But I'm pretty sure Gengar fits that one. Because I'm thinking, is there a Ghost Electric? There has to be. Ghost Electric type, chat. What is a Ghost and Electric type? Does a Ghost Electric exist? Am I crazy? vaguely familiar with Gen 3 stuff with Ruby. Dude, I played through Emerald like so many times because I had it on back when I had an Android phone. I had an emulator with Emerald, and I would just do like challenge runs essentially. I would start off with Rotom, of course. Why am I dumb? I knew there was. I'm like, I know there is. There has to be. Thank you, Tapioca. Oh my god, I feel so stupid. Yeah, that makes sense. Ever do a Nuzlocke? Yeah. No. I mean, I have done one. I don't think I've completed one. And I don't particularly enjoy them, honestly. I like doing like solo mon runs or monotype runs more than like Nuzlocks. I just don't like being constrained by like I can't get the team that I want, which is part of the appeal for it. It's not my favorite. I didn't know Rotom was Ghost. Normal Rotom is, I think, like after that, like the different forms are electric and like water, fire, grass, etc. I think only the normal Rotom is Ghost Electric. That's a good point. Yo, Felicia. In chemistry, it's about to end. I will rejoin in engineering if he doesn't yell at us. Hey, you're reunited with your friend. I'm happy to hear it. Well, to be honest, and I hate to disappoint, we're probably just about done today because we had to do a little bit early. I got a lesson in 10 minutes. So, yeah, actually, honestly, I'm probably about ready to wrap up and get a little bit of a break before my actual lesson starts. Before we sign off, I do want to just put it out there that streams for the next like 2-3 weeks could be a little what's the word, y'all? They could be a little not sporadic, but timings might have to be flexible. Because like tomorrow, for example, I think I need to go to campus early while the choir class is in so that the brass quintet can rehearse a piece with the choir tomorrow. So I think that's going to be like, I don't know if we're going to stream tomorrow. Atypical, very, very atypical, very not spontaneous, but sort of ad hoc, we'll say. To the best of my ability, I'm going to try and keep it starting at like 11 Eastern in the morning. But like tomorrow, I just don't know if I'm going to have time to stream between going early to class and doing stuff. So we'll see. And I'll put a thing on Discord as those become read, like as I know for sure, as those become set in stone. That's what it is. So, yeah, I think that's going to do it for today. Thanks for hanging out, y'all. I appreciate y'all as so much as always. I know you've got a lot of options for where you can spend your time, and the fact that y'all chose to hang out with some old loser on the internet tooting around his horn, that means more to me than I can say. Thanks for hanging out. We'll be back probably tomorrow, maybe tomorrow. Check the Discord for final announcements for stream and all. I'm older than you. Are you? Have we established that? 34? Turning 35 in later this year? I don't know why. For some reason, I thought you were quite younger than me. 1990, dude, that's a good year. That's a good year. I'm unfortunately 91, but right on, dude. Hell yeah. Nice. So not everybody on the internet is 12 years old. That has now been officially disproven. We've got at least two mid-30s guys out here. Anyways, all right, I gotta go. Thanks for hanging out, y'all. And I'll see you later. Have a great rest of your Wednesdays.